Hello, everyone. Welcome back. How to live below your means and save money. It's not easy and it's not always fun, but it is doable if you're serious. I'm going to break it down step by step with real tips you can actually use. Let's get into it. Step 1. Quit bad spending habits cold turkey. The first thing you have to do is break bad spending habits. I'm talking about impulsive buying, shopping for fun, ordering food because you're bored. At first, you'll catch yourself thinking, oh, it's just $5 here, $8 there. But it does add up and adds up fast. One Starbucks coffee a day, that's over $100 a month, $1,200 a year. Be ruthless in cutting your spending habits, your bad habits. If it's not a true need, skip it. Skip out. A couple of tips I've found that can work throughout the years is keep your wallet in a drawer at home if you don't absolutely need it when you go out, right? Obviously, you need your license and whatnot, but try to not bring it along if you don't need it, right? And then unlinked saved cards from shopping apps that most people get smoked by Apple Pay. That's one big one. Unlink your Apple Pay if you're out of control with it, right? That's just an example. Stuff like that. All right. Step 2. Maximize coupons, dollar stores, and cheap grocery stores, and cheap groceries in general. Your Dollar Trees, your Aldis, even Walmart too. Some Walmarts have some good deals with great value, right? And then local discount grocery stores if you have any in your area. You can buy a week's worth of food if you're being very frugal for like 30, 40 bucks a week. Hear me out. That sounds low, I know. But I'm talking deep budget stuff here. So this is not going to be your gourmet steak and mashed potato meals, right? This is your canned goods, your pastas, your produce. So Dollar Tree actually sells a huge bag of rice for like I think it's like $1, $2 maybe. Some beans, some canned tuna if you're into that kind of protein. I'm not, but some people love it. All for cheap. Step 3, work more hours. All right. This one may sound kind of sucky, right? But if you're grinding and you need that money, work more hours. Work at least 40, at least full time if you can, right? Ask your boss if you have any opportunities for overtime. Ask your manager, hey, can I stay later and get some more hours in? Just keep grinding. I would pick up extra hours when possible, but obviously it's not always possible at every job, right? So most jobs do offer overtime, and if yours does, try and take advantage of it. That's what I did. That's what I currently do too. A couple hours a week, right? Because my job happens to have more opportunities for that. Man, that adds up. It adds up truly. I know it's more of a grind, but if you need that money, you're chasing that financial freedom. Put your head down and get to work, right? And then don't spend your overtime cash. That's kind of a tip. Every time I would get that overtime paycheck, it would tell me exactly how much I got paid for that overtime. And I'd put that money away into a high yield savings account. I don't touch that account. That's just stacking and stacking and stacking. Step 4. Try to this one may sound a little boring, right? Stay home and find free entertainment. All right. That's not always fun. Staying locked up in your house, I get it. I get it. But around me, there's free stuff to do. Go to the beach. There's pickleball courts I go to. I go outside and go for runs. I go fishing. I go on walks, right? It's all mostly free stuff. Besides like fishing, you need bait, whatever. You get the point. But if you're constantly going out, going to bars, spending money to get in, spending money on drinks, that stuff adds up. Going out to eat is a huge one that people waste so much money on is going out to eat. Now I get it. You want to take a girl out, take your man out for dinner, whatever. I get it. Do it. But you got it. Not every single night. You don't got to eat out every single night, right? It adds up. Be careful with that. Um, Other things I do at home for free. I love YouTube. I watch YouTube a lot, Twitch, and then I game. I love gaming. I like playing game, talking to my buddies online. That's free for the most part, except for when you buy the game, right? You know what I'm saying. And then reading too. Not free, but the initial purchase. I mean, books. There's many ways to listen to the books for free these days. I'm not going to talk about them because I don't want to get in trouble, right? But you can find books for free online. So those are just some of the things I like to do. There's so many other options you can do for free. Free entertainment at home. And then this is one that I started doing last year. Sell your stuff, sell stuff that you do not use. Now, I'm not telling you to sell your whole wardrobe, sell all your shoes, sell all your electronics. No, I'm not saying that. But I had old Xboxes, a couple old Xboxes. I had an old phone just laying around, a couple old games, and there was an old pair of shoes that actually was worth a little bit. And I was just selling stuff on eBay. Um, Stuff I didn't need, and it would cause clutter anyway. So I'm clearing clutter out. I'm getting paid while I'm doing it, and I mean, it's a good habit to get into. Um, I enjoyed doing it. It was fun. eBay, eBay's not bad. Facebook Marketplace is actually probably the better option if you're in a good area for it, right? If you have a lot of people. Um, I did a couple of Facebook Marketplace. It's I sold an old laptop too. There's so many options you can find. You'd be surprised what you'd find laying around your house that could hold some value to it. So take a look, see if you can find anything. So try to cut step 6. Try to cut unnecessary expenses. So like phone plans that you have that you don't need, other subscriptions or something. You got subscription for this on your phone, subscription for that on your phone, Netflix, Spotify, Xbox Game Pass, um, all that stuff. If you don't need it, cut it. And make sure you're checking your subscriptions on your phone. Because people have way more than what they think they do sometimes. So just check that out. Because you could save, what, 20 bucks a month? Just because you canceled a subscription you didn't use, right? One thing I do is, I know, I'm gonna sound cheap. I use SoundCloud for free. Yep, that's my music. I listen to the ads. I just eat the ads every time. It's a pain, but I don't know. It's just something I refuse to spend money on for whatever reason. That's just something I do. You don't have to do that, obviously, but just look into that kind of stuff, like cutting out unneeded subscriptions that you don't need. That's a huge one for people. And then this is probably a lot of people's downfall here. Step 7. Quit expensive bad habits. Examples: smoking, drinking, fast food, right? Kind of touched on fast food a little bit, but smoking, obviously, I don't have to get into it. We all know it's not good for us, but we still do it, right? People still do it. Um, Try to cut that out, man. Drinking, that's a big one. That's a huge one. So many people I know spend hundreds of dollars on that. Personally, I don't drink, so I don't find the enjoyment in it, right? But I know people like it. It's a social thing. I'm not saying don't drink. I'm not saying stop it, but watch out for it. Take into consideration how much you're spending, how much you're drinking, right? How much you're hurting yourself, right? Just keep an eye out for it. It's not all bad. It's not all bad, but something to think about. And fast food. I know the feeling driving home after a long day of work. Drive past that Chipotle, drive past that Chick-fil-A, and you're like, I could really use some of that. I've done it before so many times, but then I started seeing how much it would add up on my credit card. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Cut it out. Have it once in a while. Every couple weeks maybe. Once a month, twice a month. That's what I try to limit myself to. I'll have Chipotle every once in a while, or I'll go to the sushi place that I love. That's probably about the only eating out I do. But keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. Step 8. Crush your debt. Debt, debt, debt. Debt is like carrying a backpack full of rocks everywhere you go. And I could go down a deep, deep. Maybe I'll make another video about debt, but I'm gonna keep it nice and short. Focus on paying off your credit cards first. Those high interest debts are what kill you. Making minimum payments don't necessarily do it all the time, right? Sometimes making only minimum payments for will take years and years to pay off that card. Attack it, hammer it, try to pay it down as fast as you can. Believe me, um, I know many of us can't control it. Like we have student loan debt, right? I went to college. Um, there's so many other types of debts you could have. Just please, please, please don't let it add up. Try paying it off. Look into the snowball or avalanche method by Dave Ramsey, I believe. Look into maybe I'll make another video regarding that, but please check out something like that. And then step 9, this one is a little bit harder, but try to drive a paid off vehicle. Way easier said than done. But go for a used car, right? You don't gotta have the 2025 brand new. I don't even know. I'm not into cars, but you don't need the brand new car. If you're on a budget, you don't have a lot of money, especially if the car costs more than what you make in a year, you should not be driving that car. Um, Cars shouldn't cost more than probably what, a third of what you make in a year. So try to look for good used deals. Toyotas last forever, Hondas last forever. I drive a paid off car, so I'm very thankful for that. It's it's truly a life changer when you don't have that extra car payment every month just taking your money. So I know it's not possible because old cars do tend to break down and they have problems, but something to look into for sure. And then step 10, start a side hustle. This is something I'm currently trying to work on. Well, as you can tell, because I'm just starting this YouTube channel, but a side hustle. Last summer, I kind of started, like I mentioned earlier, selling stuff on eBay. I would go to garage sales, find stuff. I wasn't lowballing people. I was paying what they wanted. Don't grill me in the comments, for the most part at least. Um, and I was selling on eBay, right? I was selling on Facebook Marketplace, trying to make a little money here. I think I made about 5 grand last summer. I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty good money, right? And most of that was off video games because that's kind of my niche. I know more about video games and retro stuff. Um, Pokemon cards as well. Uh, anyway, those kind of things, right? YouTube freelance work. You could flip from like thrift shops. I know a lot of people who make money going to thrift shops and then finding vintage purses and jackets and whatnot, and just making so much shoes too, making so much money. And these little things add up. So if you're thinking about making a YouTube, thinking about starting a channel, thinking about starting to flip stuff, anything, any kind of entrepreneurial thoughts, go for it. Go for it. I'm right there with you, and I want to hear about it too. If you've done it successfully, let me know. Please, I'd love to hear it. And just stick to it too. If you do something, stick to it. I've been trying to do this other thing online. I've been sticking to it. I haven't made any money from it, but I'll let you guys know if I do. I'm not going to tell you what it is until I make money, right? Um, I'm gonna stick with it. It's been only has nothing's been going good so far, but like I said, give yourself 6 to 12 months, right? Really grind it out. If it pops, it pops. If it dies, you tried. You know. Um, yeah. And then step 10. I mean, this kind of or not step 10. We already did that. This is like a bonus section I had written down here. Like I've never done this, any of these actually, but these are just some things I found online that a lot of people actually do for some fast cash if you need it. You can donate plasma, right, if you're healthy. It's like $50 to $100 a visit, I think. And then you can sell scrap metal. That's another big one I saw on Reddit actually. People sell old phones, metal, whatever. There's a couple things like that you can get into, but I don't know too much about those. I just thought I'd add those in there if you need fast cash. Saving money today isn't easy, but it's possible with discipline, smart choices, and a little creativity. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one. I'm rooting for you.